Yo, shout out to Mac, old man, or Mac Mula, however you want to call it. If it wasn't for Mac, and this is not no glazing shit, this is real shit. I've always wanted to do reactions and shit like that. I was doing it on my main channel. Y'all go subscribe to that. Uh, Jitto double X without the two on it. Um, and I'm gonna still be uploading on there, by the way, but just trying to see what I should be uploading and uh, certain things that I'm trying to catch up on and shit on my personal life. But if it wasn't for Mac, man, I probably wouldn't be so. I probably wouldn't have known exactly like how to go about it with my reactions. Um, don't get me wrong. Sometimes I feel like sometimes I could like, have negative thoughts about myself and like, oh, this shit ain't gonna work, or you know what I mean. But I just genuinely love. Even without doing reactions, I'm damn near always on YouTube. I'm more on YouTube than I am on my TV, and I love movies. And I've watched hella movies, but I can honestly say since like I was like 15, I've been on YouTube damn near way more than I've been on my TV. Way more. I've watched YouTube way more than I've watched movies. But so I genuinely love doing. I genuinely love YouTube. I genuinely love watching these videos. I love watching certain content creators. It's kind of has died down a little bit for me on certain content creators only because either I feel like it's kind of repetitive or I'm just trying to focus more on me now. Like I should have been doing reactions since I was 15. I was doing videos and little stupid shit, or like we was doing all type of videos, dance videos. By that time they had "You're a Jerk" and shit, and I wasn't really doing dancing. I would be recording for my boy at the time, but we was always doing some type of videos. It was either funny shit, just random stupid shit. Boxing out in the streets or fights or um at the time we even used to do like little jackass type of shit. If y'all know what jackass was, um we was doing damn near anything, bro. We were little vlogs. We was doing damn near everything, but so like I've always wanted to be on YouTube. Like um I've always been into like videos, making videos or like editing and shit like that. I just kind of after after I left those after I had left from where I was staying at that time, I went back up. We had moved back up north, and I just kind of went on this big ass depression stage. I just started smoking hella more. I was just doing dumb bad shit. I wasn't acting right. I was not focused on instead of instead of taking that depression or that anger that I had from moving, because that was the place that I felt like I was home at. I didn't really want to move there. I didn't expect us to move. Um, that was like the first time that I felt like home. What I'm saying? I just felt very homey there. Like even my brothers, that was the place where we felt the most comfortable out of all the places we moved around from before landing there. Uh, but when we had moved back up north, I was just like, instead of taking that energy and trying to make something happen and like keep going with like look towards my dreams and shit. I was just more on stupid like acting out. I was not focused on school at all. I was smoking a lot more street shit. Just stupid shit. I wasn't focusing on the right things, which led me down the wrong path. And literally, it wasn't till I had my son a couple years ago, which was when I started I kind of was already like clearing up from so much shit before my son, but like my son was like the first thing or was like the major punch or slap to my face that was like I was like, nah, I have to like I have to focus on trying to get my life back together. Even though it feels like it's too late, but it's never kind of really too late. And it was hard, bro. It was very hard because if I would have just done these things when I was younger, by now things probably would have been way better, way better. Like my dreams probably would have been reached already. But everyone has their own life, their own, you know what I'm saying, their own storyline or their way, their own path. So things happen to certain people at different times in their life. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, back to like Mac Mula. Like he kind like seeing him and his growth and shit. It made me want to really get back into like doing YouTube. I wanted to kind of. I've always wanted to be like a vlogger because I was always watching Wiz Khalifa like when he was very popular and shit. I was always watching his vlogs while he was like, traveling and enjoying the world, smoking, doing all his shit. His vlogs inspired me a lot. Then, later on, DDG on YouTube, because obviously Wiz Khalifa was an artist, but DDG was an actual YouTuber. His shit, watching people like DDG. I was watching Pretty Boy Fredo for a little bit. Um, just all the OGs I was kind of watching a little bit. Obviously, there was only like DDG was mainly was up there. He was definitely up there. Like there was certain people I watched way more than others, but I kind of knew everybody. Um, but obviously years passed. I kind of was on and off and shit. Didn't know if I should really do it and shit. There was hella content I could have recorded during all these years. Like I even tell my little brother nowadays, I'll be telling him like, bro, there was so much shit I could have just been vlogging, recording, making content off of, and now that I kind of got away from all that, and I'm just stuck. I just work and go home. This is the only option kind of now. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't really have content like that outside of my home, other than like pranks or some shit. But even that don't really work how you would want it to work. Or I don't have the same. I don't be around nobody no more like I was before. So I don't have like people to be around like that other than my kids and my my immediate family, which even them I barely be around like that. I just work and come home. So now I just do reactions, and Mac Mula is like the one that literally like made me like, okay, if he can do it, I can really do it. Obviously he's been doing YouTube for years and shit, and he was way more consistent. So at some point he was gonna reach success. I wasn't as consistent, obviously, but he's the one who really pushed me, man. He's like, oh, I can do reactions and shit. I've seen other reaction channels, the Hood Babies. What's the other two motherfuckers, man? There was like two or three other people that I was watching for a couple years now that were doing reactions to music mainly, and yeah, they were like, oh man, they were kind of giving me the hint like, yo, I can just start doing reactions for now. You know what I'm saying? Until I blew up. But Mac Mula was the one that was like really okay, okay, bomb. He was like giving hella motivational shit and shit like that. And really, if it wasn't like I say all that to say this, if it wasn't for Mac, I was. If it wasn't for Mac, I wouldn't have made this channel right here. He didn't have to, but I had asked him on his Discord about his opinion on what I should do, because I didn't know how to grow from the main channel, and he was just like, bro, if you're gonna do reactions, just do a second channel. So I made this channel, and honestly, I just started it. But honestly, if you see the quality of my thumbnails and my videos from my main channel reactions to these reactions, like I've gotten super, like I've gotten way better. You know what I'm saying? It's gotten way better. So I kind of appreciate him for that. And just for dropping gems all the time. You know, I watch like damn near all his channels. His vlogs is I fuck with him a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because that's kind of like the lifestyle that I've always kind of wanted to live. Like, you know, I'm not. I know a lot of people and I've had a lot of friends, but like there's times where I just don't want to be around nobody. I kind of just want to be around certain people, which is my fam, like my kids only, or like my brothers and my mom. You know what I'm saying? These are the main people that I always want to be around, or I wouldn't say even 24/7, but like just mainly these are the people that I would want to be around. But even there's times that I just don't want to be around nobody at all. I just want my, you know what I'm saying? So seeing him that he don't really have to collab, he's made it just off of him doing his thing. It's kind of what I was like, okay, cool, because that don't necessarily mean that you have to like dick ride or, you know, if you fuck with somebody, if you fuck with a YouTuber and shit, then that's cool, you know what I'm saying? But like, if you're just that person that don't really like, don't really don't really feel like you wanna collab or anything like that, you don't really have to type shit. But yeah, I know I've been on a rant and shit, but I kind of like giving the backstory of certain shit, and I know certain people don't really know me like that yet, so you know what I'm saying. Obviously, I'm gonna have some story times and shit like that that I might drop on the main channel because this is only a reaction channel. But yeah, man, I've noticed that I haven't really gotten nobody to subscribe. There's only one subscriber on my channel, bro. Y'all need to fucking subscribe, or at least hit the hit the like button, comment. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to fuck with me if you don't want to. I get it, but at least like the video or comment down below. But yeah, man, let's get right into the video, man. Mac Mula, the documentary. I guess this is the Black Butterfly. I don't know why I said that.
The loudest moves are made in silence, and the wealthiest men fly unseen. When you walk outside and see a butterfly, there's a 99% chance that butterfly isn't black. Dilius christinae is a rare Papuan butterfly from Indonesia. Very rare, very hard to catch. Locals call it the black butterfly. Ancient myths tell the story of that same butterfly actually being everywhere, in your home, following the dreamers who hope for a better life. You never see it with your own eyes, but according to those folklores, he's always there behind the curtain, watching upon you. Today's story involves a person who you know 5% of. The other 95 is hidden behind systems. From scared kid to seven-figure businessman. From beat-up Toyotas to modded AMGs. But here's the part you never realized. That black butterfly might already live in your home. He's on your phone, in your YouTube feed, behind the content you binge, scroll.
Okay, I kind of see where he's going with the black butterfly stuff.
And laugh at. Not just in front of the camera, but behind the whole machine. This is the story of Mac Mula, the ghost in the algorithm, the black butterfly of the internet.
Damn, this shit deep, bro. That shit hard how you put it all together, though.
Well, now, sugar.
Come on,
looks
man.
Like your day's been a bit ruffled.
It's just a fender bender, but
this shit,
my
this
neck
shit damn near like a movie.
And you like, damn, look at this life, boy.
Chicago. It is a dynamic, diverse, passionate city. It is a city of writers, poets, and politicians, murderers, drug dealers, and thugs. As a city, it has presided over the best of times, and it has suffered through the worst. The mid to late 1960s were among the worst of times, and one of the reasons was the gangs. Our story begins in America's hotspot. Not for fame or riches, for violence and struggle. Chicago barely gives you a warning. It just teaches you how to survive. Hyde Park is what they call the neutral zone. Go 10 minutes in the wrong direction, and you're on O Block. 10 more, and you're on a T-shirt. It's a pocket of peace surrounded by war. A place where kids learn how to read silence and what it means when a car slows down. That's where Miles Caldwell was born. No silver spoon, no camera crew. Just concrete, chaos, and a mother doing her best to keep the walls from closing in. At 2 years old, he was gone. Moved with his mom to Long Beach, LA, chasing a break from the tension. No U-Haul, just a 97 Toyota Camry with 100,000 miles and a dream that felt even older. 4 years later, they were back in Chicago, right where they left off.
The fact that he still got so many videos like where you could find him when he was young, that shit wild. Like we've had like us, me and my boys and like my brothers and shit. We have a lot of videos, bro, but it was like a certain person that had most videos, and I think he deleted everything, or like he lost his laptop or some shit where everything was at, and we just lost so many videos and memories, man. But it's dope that he had
where danger still lived around the corners, but something had changed. Not the city, him. Because once you've seen 2 coasts, 2 struggles, and 2 lives before age 10, you stop waiting for someone to save you. You start becoming.
It's not necessarily true because, bro, he lived in 2 places when he was young. We lived in damn near before, like, bro, we lived before, this was even before 15, before 13. We lived in damn near like 5 places. Obviously all in the East Coast. I think Milwaukee is like in the Midwest or some shit, but so like we lived in Milwaukee, we lived New York, bro, we lived in damn near like 5 places before we got to Florida. Came to Florida, and after like a couple years, we went back up north a couple times, and then came back down, and we've stayed here ever since. But I kind of get it though. Like it makes sense, but it don't make sense either. Like, well, it makes sense, but it just doesn't really. It's not really 100% true. But I get it because a certain individual can have that mindset. Not every individual that lives like that is gonna have that mindset. I get it though because I was kind of like that though. I was just always like, bro, I seen the violence, I seen the struggles and shit. I was very wise to everything that was going on around me, and I just knew this wasn't the way of life, bro. I hated my life, dog. I ain't gonna cap, like I hated it. Bro, it was struggles from home and outside. Like being outside, it was struggles. Being at home, but I was struggling because I was going through shit with my own people and shit. Obviously, we had our goods, but I'm just saying that like as a kid, when you're going through so much shit, but then on top of that, you see your environment, and you're very like open to what's really going on and shit. And not only that, but you're like kind of like a loner in a way. Like you don't really feel like you really, at that time at least, you feel like you don't really like connect to nobody for real. All you have is like your mind. All you have is yourself. So you're really like just seeing all this bullshit, blah blah blah. And bro, I was very angry as a kid, bro, from all this shit. I was very angry, bro. I was just like, hey, I hated my life, bro. I hated the way we was living sometimes. But as you grow older, you kind of realize, like, damn, like it wasn't. I wouldn't say it was I don't even know how to explain. I don't want to go too much on it.
The black butterfly.
So, like, don't get discouraged, people, if you're new to YouTube. Don't get discouraged if you, like, have 2 views. That means you gotta keep trying. You have to do research. Do research such as what's popular on YouTube. It's hard to compete against billions of people, maybe millions of billions of people.
Bro, it's crazy how he still got... crazy how he still got the same, like, facial expressions. He was doing he's doing this damn near the same thing nowadays, like, where he's, like, motivating people and trying to inspire others that to not quit and shit like that. And so it's crazy, bro. This is 2010, bro.
Side of YouTube, but just don't give up. Hope it's help to the YouTubers who are new and don't have a lot of views. Just don't give up. Remember that. Okay. Bye.
I would say it's like having another producer in the room that knows exactly what your song needs. This is co-producer. The fastest way to...
I wish I would have seen him though, like
by 2011,
when I was like 15.
Mako was 13 years old. That age, it's when a boy doesn't know who he is yet. So he becomes whoever's around him. And for our boy, around him meant older homies, 16, 17, 18-year-olds, already waist deep in a lifestyle built on survival, where feelings get tucked and pistols get pulled. Mula, he wasn't the tough guy. He wasn't out there fronting like he was invincible. Matter of fact, he was scared. But everybody was scared. And when fear mixes with loyalty...
I feel like that's another reason I relate to him, bro. It's because he's not afraid to say how it is. And I've always been like that too, bro. Like, I've never been the type to just be hella tough and, like, you know what I mean? Like, people think that just because I liked being fresh or some shit that I was like, and I was like barely talking. It just depended on the people I was around, where I would talk a lot more and like goof off and shit like that. But I was like that too, bro. I will always tell motherfuckers like, bro, I'm not on no tough shit, bro. I really don't like no drama. I really don't be wanting a thing, but I will if it gets to that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we gotta get to that level, then I'm going, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm on survival mode too, bro. Like, but there's certain niggas, they don't move like that, you know? Certain motherfuckers, they just like hella cocky and like, they probably love the street shit. I never liked the street shit, bro. Honestly, bro. Like, my uncles and shit was gangs and like, I never liked it, bro. I never was into that shit, but that's just the shit that we was around. And, you know, I was just like, damn near the only person who was always like looking at it from the other side, like, bro, there's more to life than this bullshit, bro. Like, I gotta do something, because if not, I'm gonna end up just like these motherfuckers. And damn near, like, the more the years pass by, I should have just kept that mentality, but I was always kind of told, like, I was always kind of getting told that for some reason I was negative and, like, blah, blah, blah. But as I got older, I realized, bro, I wasn't negative at all. That was the mindset that I should have kept having. I should have kept having that. I should have just believed in myself more. I should have had more confidence in myself. Because you're not wrong for thinking that that like the way you guys are living is wrong. You know what I'm saying? You're not wrong for that, bro. Like, you should want more. Just because you're the only one that wants more doesn't mean that you're wrong for it. Just because you're the only one that has a bigger vision and a bigger dream than most people around you doesn't mean that you're wrong for that, bro. That's how you should be. You should be wanting more. You should be dreaming of a way to get out, hoping to get out. You know what I'm saying? So, ain't nothing wrong with that.
When love for your circle makes you do what you swore you would never, you end up doing what he did. Robberies, guns, substances.
I was always saying I would never do certain. I would never do certain shit my uncles and them did, and I ended up doing it.
Everybody had dreads, polo shirts, Gucci belts, True Religion jeans, and a dream of a fast exit. But Miles never had dreads. He wanted to blend in, disappear. By 2013, reality hit harder than bullets when his first homie died. That death lit a fire in Mula. A new realization that life could really be over before it even began. He didn't sleep that night, didn't breathe the same after that either. Because you never forget the sound of death looking for you. You never forget the call that tells you he's gone. That night changed him forever. And still, through it all, he kept his head up. He knew he wasn't built for college. The classroom simply couldn't hold his mind, only his body. His mom, though, wanted better. Old school mindset, graduate, get a job, live safe. But Mako's version of better was ownership. He barely made it through high school, taking home a 2.1 GPA. No honors, no applause, just the bare minimum to get out of there. But that 2.1 wasn't useless. It might just be the plate number on his next foreign.
Let me be very clear.
I'm talking about
I'll never give up. Never. I will get back my fucking money. This is my life, man. Do you know how hard I worked to get here?
March 2017, 3 months after graduation. Mako went all in for real. He played the YouTube game before he was a jit. He accumulated 6, maybe 7 channels over the years. Whatever he was into at that time, he made content about it. Call of Duty, skateboarding, little phases. But senior year was different. That's when the channel we all know, Mac Mula, was born. First video, a story time on how he got too high off some weed. He dropped it, sent it around, homies tossed it into school group chats, and when he woke up, boom, 1,000 views. Half the school tapped in, and just like that, someone stopped him in the hallway.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
Mac Mula, right? Yo, you're hilarious, man. I saw one of your videos.
That was all he needed. From 2017 to 2020, he just kept doing story times. He was also doing music, rapping a little bit, but not for the good reasons. At the end of the day, he just wanted moolah.
Yeah, I was stupid, like, not taking advantage, because there was a time where I did like a little skit with my boy when I was like, back when I was like 15 or like 14 or some shit. We did a little skit, and that shit got like a little popular in our area. And I had motherfuckers that didn't know me at all, that was from the same school or like the school, you know, the neighborhood and shit. And they was saying, damn, like, you know, he funny, and like, nah, he really killed it and shit like that. And I didn't look. I don't know why at the time I just didn't look at that like, damn, this is a great start and a great opportunity to just like make something from this. You know what I'm saying? I just kind of was focused on the wrong shit. But everything happens, you know, to everybody differently. You know what I'm saying? Everything happens for a reason. So I'm hoping that now, this time in my life, like, I can make some shit happen for real. And I hope that I can tell my story, and people can see my story too, and like relate, or I can inspire somebody to not give up for real. You know, no matter how hard or how late you think it is, I still be thinking, like, I'm doing reactions, and I still be having my days where I'm just like, bro, it's too late for this shit. Like, I should have been started, but I'm gonna still keep doing my thing, bro. If it pops, thank God. If it doesn't, then it is what it is, type shit. At least I tried, right?
We're underway in the city of Atlanta. Welcome to 11 Alive News from our studios in the Global Olympic Village, and we welcome the world to Atlanta.
By his 22nd birthday, Mako had moved to Atlanta with his boy G-Dot, still doing YouTube, maybe 8,000 or 9,000 subscribers at the time. He dipped his toes into marketing, helping rappers with Instagram posts, branding, shoutouts, $150 per month here, $200 per month there. He was door dashing on the side as well, refusing to get a 9-to-5. Then came Dogecoin. He watched his little stack flip into $10,000. That same marketing hustle looped him in with a couple dudes in real estate. One deal got him a $30,000 check. He split down the middle with his boy, from $10,000 to $25,000 in just a few months. He was still pushing a Chevy Cruze at that point, but the path to freedom was forming itself brick by brick. When Bitcoin hit 60K in 2022, he was sitting on 35K, still only doing story times on YouTube, but the stories started drying up, so he pivoted to reactions. First reaction video hit 10,000 views with only 20,000 subs. He knew he had lightning in a bottle. In just 2 days, 20K subs turned into 30K. He went from 2,000 views every 48 hours to over 250,000. But he was smart. He knew views wouldn't feed the future. So before the wave hit, he launched a $50 membership program, teaching what he knew on crypto and stocks. Every video drove traffic to that offer. For 3 months straight, he was doing $100,000 months. And guess what? He still had cheap rent, still driving that damn Cruze. Sauce Boy marketing was finally up.
Can I get one of them, one of them, one of them? You got one of them in black coming in the next 2 weeks? I get my wife one of them. Give me one of them, 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 two of them, three of them, oh, four down.
March 2022, exactly 5 years after launching the Mac Mula channel, Mako finally gets his first nice car after moving from Chicago to Atlanta, Georgia. He went straight to the Alpharetta Benz dealership and dropped $20K on a Mercedes-Benz GLC 300 SUV. Nothing too crazy, just something comfortable that could get him around very easily. His next car was a white 2023 Corvette C8 Stingray. Ended up wrapping the C8 rose gold to give it that unique bronze flair. When you taste the finer things in life, it's hard to go back. So Mako ended up selling his GLC 300, traded that in for a silver $145,000 Mercedes AMG GLE 63S Coupe, the big boy. 600 horses. Spent $4,300 for a new exhaust, then $5K more to wrap it Mamba Green, a full chrome delete with orange accents, all out. His next purchase, though, was the worst one he ever made, the Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat wide-body. It was a police target. People tried to steal it all the time. Traction control was terrible. The miles were terrible, super expensive, and it's not even luxurious inside. Decisions were taken, and he'll never touch a Mopar ever again. To fill the void and match his GLE 63S, Mako basically got the European version of the Hellcat Charger, a Mercedes AMG C63S, but not any kind, the final edition, which was the last car with the V8 before the model transitioned to hybrid powertrains. Only 499 were ever produced, one belonging to Mula. He tuned it, downpipes, new steering wheel, all matte black with yellow details, looking like a daily Batmobile to match the big Tonka. And while AMGs will always have a special place in his heart, Mula's been wanting a BMW. Time finally came to get a stunning gray BMW M340i, the M3's little brother. But it's just more reliable. It has...
Fuck, somebody calling me. Oh, bruh. Let me make sure this shit is still... Alright, we're still good.
Has a V58 engine in it. Mako bought this one basically to do whatever he wants with it. Mod it, tune it, and simply have fun with it. But let's be honest, we'll always remember Mako for his wild AMG run. As of now, he's looking to unwrap the GLE 63S because it gets too much attention. Plus, he uses that as a daily and lets his wife drive it, so it needs to be more low-key and incognito. The C63S is the fun daily. The C8 is gone, and the Beamer is the build car. Mako loves BMWs and loves Benzes. There's nothing wrong with liking both. It doesn't always have to be a fight. You can like black, yellow, pink, salmon, and gray. You can like reading and drifting cool cars. You don't have to choose. Love life in its entirety. But let's go back 3 years ago. Mula had just bought his GLC in Atlanta and made a big decision that same month, moving to the land of the wolves in sheep clothing, the one and only Los Angeles. LA will tell you it's love and opportunity, that it's beaches and billboards, but it's really masks and mirrors. The city of angels? More like the city of shapeshifters. Everybody's somebody until you find out they're nobody. The sun shines, yeah, but the shade runs deep.
I ain't never been to
because
LA
if Atlanta made him hustle,
well, I ain't never been
LA ended up making him
across the country.
paranoid.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
It'll be hard to go down there though, like for the flicks and shit. Get some fits going, take some flicks, enjoy the hills, beaches.
Okay, if there's one AI site builder you need to meet, this is Dope Tech from Wix.
But it's fire, man. Like, it's fire that he did all this while he was young.
The reason I left LA is because of shit like this. Like, to me, it's weird to me. The whole LA thing is weird. Most people fake. They don't like you for real.
Yeah, that's what I heard, too. I heard
but shit don't be genuine.
Yeah.
And everybody think they shit don't stink in LA. Like,
what I like about Atlanta, I ain't never been to Atlanta, but I've went past, like, you know, we stopped for gas and just kept going up north. But watching so many people from Atlanta and shit, I can see a lot of shit. But what I like is that damn near everybody kind of supports each other. Like, yeah, you still have beefs and shit, but for the most part, motherfuckers support each other in their grinds and shit. You know what I mean?
The amount of people I met on humble, cool, regular people in LA.
Even if it's kind of fake. Obviously, not everybody's gonna be hella genuine about supporting you. They just do it because they might need your clout or some shit. So not every situation is gonna be genuine, but for the most part, I see that most people, not all, but most of them help each other out, or they support each other's grind. They don't, you know, they work together or some shit.
I could probably count on my hand. Do your homework.
July 2022, Mula touched down in LA. His rent jumped from $1,600 in Atlanta to $7,500 a month in LA, just to exist in the same air as the big dogs. But he wasn't just existing. He was studying the terrain. He moved in a luxury
but that penthouse, the pent that he had, that shit was nice, bro. Like, bro, I just can't wait to be living, bro. Like, I'm nowhere damn near close to none of that shit. Like, I want to be living downtown, nice view, in a building with a nice ass view. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've always wanted this shit. Like, Quan's penthouse was fire as hell. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that just makes me want it even more. Just seeing these niggas, and they're younger than me, achieving this shit. Like, I should have just, bro. It like pisses me off at the same time because, like, I just should have had more confidence in myself, and I should have. I never wanted to work a 9 to 5 because it was in my personal life, and I never liked nobody telling me what to do, how to do it, when to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know, bro. I should have started early, man.
Arena. The reaction content was already feeding him. But Mula knew he couldn't stop there. He opened the vlog channel to flash the lifestyle, a gaming channel to tap into the kid that still had fun, a car channel because, come on now, you saw that GLE 63S he scooped after trading in the old GLC. Then came a second reaction channel because why not double up? But the real money, it was hidden in plain sight. Mako ended up launching 5 faceless channels the same day. Voiceovers, no identity, just information. 4 months later, each one's clearing $5,000 a month. Do the math. That's when he got his C8 too. Because truth is, LA applied pressure on him like no other. That's the thing about utopias. They're beautiful, but they don't love you back. He was stacking wins, sure, but the city never let him relax. You never know who's watching. And Mula, he started noticing people hanging around his cars too long. DoorDash dudes recognizing him, chasing him down. He wasn't going to any clubs. He ain't mingle with the scene. Every girl he dealt with was flying in from somewhere else. You gotta be paranoid in LA, or you gotta be dumb. LA taught him this though, that once you taste the sweetest cherry at the top of the tree, you'll never settle for the rotten fruit ever again. But you'll also realize how many people want to cut that tree down while you sleep. It was time. He slid out, quietly,
moved to Miami.
To Miami.
That Florida boy came to Florida, boy. I ain't no Florida boy.
Is palm trees, fast internet, and even faster business.
I want to move to Miami too, bro. Like, I just want to get money. I either want to stay here or I want to move to Miami, bro. Or Orlando. Every time I go to Orlando, boy, let me not talk about that, boy. But Miami for sure, bro. Just because the scenery, and the people, man, the people that you get to surround and network with. You know what I mean?
Wasn't no retirement. This was a reset, a better battlefield. Because Mako wasn't done expanding. Not even close. Nowadays, Mac Mula's counting at least 50 YouTube channels. How many do you know about? Maybe about 7 or 8. The rest are being operated in the shadows. Because
good thing about Miami is that it's a city where like everyone, damn near everyone, is like grinding. Everyone is getting money. I wouldn't say every single person, but like for the most part, it's where there's people like for the most part, most people have way more money than him. Not to say that he's broke, because we all know he's not broke, but I'm saying that he's surrounded by people that are still thriving for more, and they have way more money. Like there's kids that have a lot of more money, even though they're probably from their parents or their parents taught them something where they grew their money or some shit. But like, bro, they have good money over there, and there could be a lot of scammers or frauds or whatever what you want to call it. But for the most part, they're like damn near everybody's networking, everybody's chasing a bag, or they're just living life to the fullest.
Food. Every single thing you consume on a daily basis is actually owned by people you wouldn't give a 1-second look at in public.
I switched from State
Farm
I can't wait because of this site.
I can't wait, bro. I need this shit. Like, bro, y'all don't understand, bro. I need this shit, like, bad, bro. Like, it's just that right now, since I work and I have kids, bro, it's so hard to just stay focused on this and, like, make money and shit.
The person that makes the most money is the person not on the camera.
The person that makes the most money is never in front of the camera. That's just the face, the entertainer. But the real boss, you've never seen him. You walk past him in an airport, he'll be sitting next to you at dinner. I mean, think about it. Have you ever seen the owner of Heinz Ketchup? What about the person who runs Pizza Hut? Or who's behind Yum Brands, who actually owns Pizza Hut, but also KFC and Taco Bell? Who's that guy? Or Pepsi, Victoria's Secret, Nestle, Sony, L'Oreal, Visa, IBM, Chanel? You ever seen their faces? Probably not. But they're richer than every rapper, YouTuber, and celebrity you know combined. See, the person on camera might make some money, sure. But he spends a lot of money to stay on camera too.
Yeah,
The person behind the scenes, he owns the production. He hires the talent and cashes the checks you'll never see or hear of. And Mako, he figured that out early. So while the world thought he was just a YouTuber, Mac Mula was too busy becoming a digital ghost, a black butterfly. And the craziest part is, you might have watched him today, and you just didn't know.
He used to live in the hood, nigga. 1 bedroom, 3 niggas. Now we got motherfucking 7 bedrooms. Me and wifey. That's called elevation. That's called, I don't know, success on fuck now.
Hard, bro. That's hard. Another thing that I grew up hearing a lot was, and I kind of fell for it, because obviously, like, when people don't have your mentality or your dreams, they'll make you feel like you're wrong for having expectations in life or dreams that are so big, right? And that's kind of where I fell in, right? I was always hearing like money isn't everything, like, you know, obviously don't let money get to you, don't let money make you a dickhead or nothing like that, but like money is kind of everything, bro. You need, as a man specifically, like you need money, bro. You need money, like money to be happier, to have things to like make you happier or keep you like from being so bored and depressed, or you know, to feed your people, to, you know, retire your mom, like all these things as a man that makes you happy, that genuinely makes you more confident, more happier, more relaxed, I guess, in a way, like mentally, because you're able to do these things even though you're working your ass off for it. And I fell for that shit, bro, and it wasn't until like a couple years ago that I was just like, nah, bro, I wasn't wrong for thinking how I thought all them years, bro. I wasn't wrong at all. But shout out Mac Mula, man. Yo, Mac, if you're still, I heard on one of your vlogs or some shit that you wanted to do some type of like content group or some shit, content house, bro. Bro, sign me up, bro. Please, bro. I don't, bro. I haven't been around no YouTubers, nothing like that, bro. Just sign me up, bro. I'm telling you, I won't let you down, bro. I'm gonna take full advantage of the opportunity, bro. And I'm there to work. I'm there to network with you and you know, whoever you have around us, make money, you know what I'm saying? I'm there to elevate, bro. Just sign me up, bro. Trust me, bro. You would not be disappointed, bro.